There was a time when Cam Whitmore was rumored to be a top 5 pick in this year's NBA draft. However, as time passed, he had a painful slide down to the 20th pick. People thought he wasn't as unique as the initial hype surrounding him. Now, however, he seems to be proving everyone wrong. Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about, yep, you guessed it, Cam Whitmore. You must be wondering, what must be so good about the 20th pick in the NBA draft? Well, you're going to be surprised when we give you the facts. So stick around till the end as we discuss this exciting new talent and more as we delve into the details surrounding the Houston Rockets' most recent forward. Without further ado, let's begin. I'm sure you have a lot of questions, like how did this Cam Whitmore hype even start in the first place? Well, if you don't know that, I'm sure you don't watch the NBA Summer League. What many of you consider the offseason is a period where many NBA teams gather together to test our various summer rosters using rookie, sophomore, and G League affiliate players. As you can imagine, the stars of the regular season lineups are usually excluded, as they spend their time resting and vacationing. Since many young, inexperienced players play in this league, it's a chance for them to show their coaches they have what it takes to be a starter for the regular season. And, well, Cam did precisely that. Thanks to his strong averages of 19.3 points with a 52.7% shooting percentage, 5.2 rebounds, 2.5 steals, and 2 assists per game, he won the coveted 2023 Summer League MVP award. Based on those stats, he will surely get some game time during the regular season. But his game cannot just be described using stats. He is so much more than that. So let us go through the various traits that set him aside from the rest of the pack. Cam's reputation as a fierce and fearless slasher was well known even before the NBA draft. This may seem weird to you as he's a unique example of the unusual combination of explosive athleticism and raw power, standing an astonishing 6'7" and weighing 235 pounds. Typically, players of this height and size are less attacking than he is, but he doesn't shy away from prominent defenders and is known to attack boldly near the rim, cutting through point-of-attack defenders or squeezing through confined spaces within the paint. Don't believe me? Let us talk about some stats. His 98th percentile scoring rate of 7.57 points per drive demonstrates how good he is as a driving force on the court. This proves that Cam is a formidable attacking threat and a player with tremendous potential due to his combination of strength, speed, and finesse. I think we can all agree that Cam can drive the ball superbly well and is an excellent attacking option in the paint. But that's not all that's in his repertoire. He can also shoot the ball and dish out a few tricks with his ball handling. However, according to various scouts, Cam's ability as a shooter and ball handler have been the subject of discussion. While he has displayed flashes of shooting prowess, particularly during the Summer League when he made a lot of essential shots, consistency is still an issue that needs work. He can shoot the long ball, that's clear, but he needs to improve his selection and decision making. On the other hand, let's talk about his ball handling and dribbling abilities. His ball handling may occasionally be constrictive, preventing him from fully utilizing his explosive agility as a forward. He must address these facets of his game to reach his full potential as an all-around offensive threat in the NBA. Trust me, if he can correct these issues, he will be a force to be reckoned with. But the story doesn't end with his somewhat weak shooting and ball handling. Like all great players, he also has other flaws. For starters, he must concentrate on developing into a second side creator if he's to reach the heights of becoming an NBA superstar. This could have a lot of benefits, such as the ability to make better decisions and attack off the catch. And yes, you must all think that based on his potential and athleticism, he can improve his game by honing his abilities as a secondary playmaker. However, for now, he has some way to go. He can play a more significant part in directing plays for his team as he gains experience and expands his offensive repertoire. And that's just the beginning, folks. According to reports, he can establish himself as a dominant force on both sides of the court and leave a lasting impression in the NBA with perseverance and challenging effort. But for now, things look bleak in this regard. But enough with the negatives. Let us talk about the positive aspects of his game. Besides being an expert slasher, he also possesses exceptional skills as a scorer and cutter off the ball, making him a noteworthy player. His off-the-ball movement proves how much basketball IQ and awareness he has. His incredible off-the-ball cutting abilities give him a constant threat on the floor, whether he's setting up back cuts to counter defensive strategies or taking advantage of uncontested opportunities at the rim. Speaking of the edge, his quick leaping ability and spacing awareness have helped his squad make rebounds and create the best scoring opportunities. But this off-the-ball movement can only be used if he coordinates with his teammates properly. However, Cam does possess impressive chemistry with whatever team he's playing with. We've seen it already. His ability to link up with players like Amin Thompson and Alperen Sengun opens up exciting possibilities for the Rockets. It paves the road for his continued growth as a player. Considering Cam dropped to the 20th pick of the NBA draft, the Houston Rockets are lucky to have acquired him. They can experiment with different playstyles to see which ones best suit Cam's skill set as he matures and develops as an NBA player. Now, there are various options one can use, and they should use them predominantly in the paint because Cam has the potential to become a fearsome force to the basket if he utilizes his size and physicality more frequently instead of relying on contested long-range jumpers. Just this one move alone will amp up his game, and he will surely be in the starting lineups more for the Rockets. That being said, how he is used is not entirely up to him. He needs to present the best version of himself if he wants to be successful in the NBA. The rest depends on his coach and how he plays with him. Cam's potential as a versatile offensive weapon can be fully utilized with time and the appropriate tactics, through which he will probably become a future NBA star. If not used properly, he might always remain a rotational player. So what does Cam Whitmore do from here? Well, right now he must figure out how to move from his summer league success to the intensely competitive regular season as he gets ready for his debut NBA season. He needs to understand that the gameplay is very different and challenging in the NBA, and he's gonna need to adapt if he wants any playing time. And he also needs to understand that while he did perform amazingly during the NBA Summer League, so good that he won an MVP, that success might not come as easily. With so many exciting young players and seasoned veterans on the Houston Rockets roster, Cam must establish himself as a valuable group member. He needs to train hard every day so that he can impress his coaches and gradually become a starter later on. So to answer the question, can he become a future star? Probably, but he needs to work hard. Although it might take some time for him to establish himself in the NBA, his followers should always remain hopeful because his accomplishments in the Summer League are a good sign of his future success. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.